test his girlfriend's loyalty, the man asked her to put her hand on the flame. She did as she was told and didn't dare to move. The man was satisfied and went to take a phone call, but he forgot that his girlfriend was still being roasted by the fire. When he looked back, his girlfriend's whole arm had been set on fire, but the man was overjoyed. This shows that his latest girlfriend robot can do anything he wants. It turns out that the woman is not human, but the boyfriend spent $180,000 on a robot. It not only has the touch of a real human, it can also do your laundry and cook for you, and fulfill any request. As long as you turn on the machine and verify your face against its retina, the robot will automatically create a love memory.
Love link established. Hey you.
With such a perfect girlfriend, Matt couldn't help but show it off at his friend's party. When he got to the door, Amy stopped dead in her tracks. She was afraid that her friends at the party wouldn't like her. She didn't realize she was just a robot, and she wanted to get along with her boyfriend's friends. After Matt reassured her, Amy entered the villa with him, but it turns out that her friends here are very welcoming. They all seem to be very friendly. John, the owner of the villa, was pleasantly surprised. He didn't expect Matt to find such a perfect girlfriend. Everyone was having a great time at the party. Unbeknownst to them, a terrible conspiracy was unfolding in the midst of the fun. The next day, they all agreed to go to the lake to sunbathe. But when they were all ready, Matt said he had some work to do, and asked Amy to go to the beach by herself. She was a good girl, so she agreed. But when Amy arrived at the lake and took off her shoes, she was surprised to find that no one was there except John. This made her feel a little uncomfortable, but after all, John was the owner of the villa, and she was too embarrassed to leave. So she sat down on the lounge chair next to him. But as soon as Amy sat down, John pulled out a bottle of sunscreen and handed it to Amy to help her apply it to her back. Amy had no choice but to help. But then John told Amy that it was Matt's idea for the two of them to be alone. Matt had promised to let him borrow Amy for the day, and then John jumped on Amy. This was too much for Amy to handle. It wasn't long before Amy returned to the villa, having killed John. Everyone there was shocked. Normally, robots are programmed never to harm humans. Matt shut Amy down and strapped the crazy machine to a chair. When he turned the machine back on, Amy became agitated. Matt had to tell her that she was a robot. But the truth of the matter was not lost on Amy. She didn't mind being a robot. She just wanted to live her life with Matt the way she used to. At that moment, John's girlfriend came over and called Matt away. It turns out that everything that just happened was their plan. They opened John's safe and found $12 million in cash. Everyone in the room could split it. And the reason why Amy was able to break the limit of harming people, Matt used hacking software to modify her internal program. All it took was a restore to pin the crime on the robot. But what no one expected, Amy, who was in the living room, overheard the conversation by amplifying her voice. She managed to untie herself by putting her chair down and picking up the knife from under the table. She even took Matt's cell phone when she escaped to the woods, because if she opens the program inside to control herself, she can turn her IQ to 100% and fight back.